All right, let's dive into an idea that could completely change the way you think about your money. And look, this isn't about some get rich quick scheme. It's about finding a genuine sense of calm and freedom in your financial life. So let's get into it. Most of us have this built in belief that financial freedom means flexibility, right? Having endless options, being able to do anything we want with our money whenever we want. But what if that's actually wrong? What if the real key to freedom is the exact opposite? That true freedom actually comes from containment. This sentence right here, this is the core of everything we're talking about today. Freedom is not created by flexibility, it's created by containment. I know, it sounds totally backward, doesn't it? Let's unpack what that really means. So, over the next few minutes, we are going to explore this exact paradox. We're going to see how building a structure for your money, which sounds restrictive, can actually be the one thing that sets you free and leads to, a real sense of peace with your finances. Okay, so first things first, let's diagnose the problem. Why is it that for so many of us, money just feels heavy? It comes with this constant low-level anxiety. Well, the thinking here is that it's because our money has absolutely no structure. Think about it. When all your money is just one big formless pile sitting in a bank account, it has no direction. It's just there. And that's where the trouble really starts, because all of a sudden, every single dollar you have is competing with every other dollar. And this is what that internal battle looks like. The money for rent is fighting your savings goal. The cash you've set aside for a vacation is now at war with your retirement fund. When nothing has a clear, specific job, well, everything is fighting for your attention all at once. And every single purchase becomes this complicated, stressful trade-off. And that leads us to the heart of the issue. The anxiety we feel isn't necessarily about not having enough money. It's about the mental weight of having infinite possibilities for every dollar. When every single decision is open-ended, every decision feels heavy. It is just plain exhausting. So if the problem is this total lack of structure, the solution is to create one. And this is all about a really simple, kind of elegant system of giving your money very specific jobs. This is the heart of what we mean by containment. Now, the goal here is not to restrict yourself, not at all. It's to take that undefined blob we call money and turn it into a clear, functioning system where every single part knows exactly what it's supposed to do. It's like turning a chaotic startup into a well-run company where everyone has a clear job description. Just look at how simple this framework can be. Your savings, it has one job and one job only: handle emergencies. That's it. Your accessible cash, that's there to absorb life's little interruptions, so a flat tire doesn't throw your whole month off. Usable cash is just for smoothing out daily life. And your investments, their only job is to sit there and grow quietly over time. See, no more fighting. And this is where the magic really happens. Once you have this system in place, your income just flows into a structure that already knows what to do with it. That constant, heavy, draining decision-making process, it just disappears because you've already made the big, important decisions ahead of time. Now, this all leads to a really powerful emotional payoff, but it's probably not what you're expecting from a financial system. The goal here is completely different from what we're usually told to chase. I mean, we're so often chasing excitement, right? Constant optimization, always trying to squeeze out just a little bit more performance. But the goal of this kind of structure is something so much deeper. It's quiet reliability, a system that just works calmly, consistently in the background of your life. And because the goal is different, the feeling you get when you actually achieve it is also different. The source material for this really points out that when people finally get the system working, the feeling they report isn't some big thrill or rush of excitement. It's relief. Just a deep, profound sense of relief. Like a massive weight has just been lifted off of their shoulders. And this part is absolutely critical. This feeling of relief doesn't come from hitting some magic number in your bank account or suddenly becoming rich. It comes from finally offloading that incredible mental burden of trying to manage an unstructured financial life. You're just no longer carrying it all around in your head. So let's zoom out and bring this all together. Because this isn't just some clever budgeting trick. It's about something much more human. Something much deeper behind the simple act of creating a financial system. Now, it's really important to be clear on this point. I think a common fear is that putting structure in place will take away your freedom, your ability to choose. But that's a total misunderstanding of what a system like this actually does. It doesn't remove choice. It removes the unnecessary choices. The trivial, stressful, daily decisions that just drain your mental energy. It frees you from the tyranny of having to constantly make these low-stakes financial calculations all day long. And by removing all those unnecessary choices, the system lets you operate from a totally different place. You start to act based on your core principles, the values you set up when you built the system, instead of just reacting to the pressure of whatever's happening in the moment. And ultimately, a good financial structure lets money finally do what it's supposed to do, be a tool. It allows money to just recede into the background, where it can be a quiet, supportive part of your life instead of a constant, noisy source of stress. And when money fades into the background, what happens? What fills that space? Life does. It lets your life come forward. You finally get to focus your energy and your attention on the things that actually matter to you. I want to leave you with this really powerful idea. Think of financial structure not as a restriction, but as a profound act of self-care. It's a form of kindness, a kindness to your future self who's going to benefit from the plans you're making today. It's a kindness to your nervous system, giving it a much-needed break from all that financial anxiety, and it's a kindness to the life you're actually trying to live. And that leaves us with one last thought to take with you. As you go about your week, just ask yourself this. What unnecessary choices, financial or otherwise, are weighing you down right now? And what's one small piece of structure you could build to just let them go? Thanks for digging into this with me.